Okay, guys. So I'm going to explain about new concept as data tables with headers. So let me copy this feature file. Okay. Let me copy this feature file, copy it. Yesterday we have discussed about Selenium 408 Cucumber project. So let me paste it here. 1 second. Okay, let me do one thing. I will create a new feature file here. TC01 underscore skills file. Skills data table without headers. So this is the concept. Ayyo. I have to give extension dot feature. Okay. So that is the new feature got created. So what I am doing is I'm copying all these steps, Control A, Control C. I'm pasting all these steps. So user launch Chrome browser, user opens URL, login to application with below credentials. After every step, I am specifying my input values here. Okay. After every step, I am specifying my input values by using pipeline symbols. So this concept, we can call it as a data tables without headers. Okay. So like that. So in data tables without headers, we will write the step and immediately we can specify the input values. Okay. So like that. So now let me go to my runner class file, Cucumber runner class file. Okay. And so in this runner class file, I have to specify my feature file name. Okay, this is my feature file name. So this is the feature file name. I'm going to change it here. TC02 underscore skills data tables without header. This is the feature file I want to execute it. So let me save it and let me run my runner class file. Run as test-ng test. Okay, so I executed my program. Let's go to the console section. What are the methods was generated for this feature file? So you can implement these snippet of code. Okay, let me copy all the methods, whatever it has been generated. So there are two methods got generated. Let's go to my steps definition.java class file. So at the end of the class, I'm going to paste it here. Right. Login to application with below credentials. So this is the line. Okay. Right. So login to application with below credentials. So this particular step is having only one input value. Okay. But the next step contains so many input values. So when a particular step is having single input value, okay. So what is the lines of code that we can write? So 1 second, guys. So here, So when there is only one particular step, so this is the lines of code it was generated. So here I am writing data table dot cell of 0 comma 0. 0 comma 0 means this is the value, and 0 comma 1 means this is the value. So this entire section we can call it as a data table. Data table cell of 0 comma 0 means this is the value. Data table of cell of 0 comma 1 means this is the value. So those two values I am retrieving into my local variables string username 1 comma password 1, and these values I am giving in my send keys. So whenever login into below application with below credentials, so whenever this particular step got executed in the feature file, these are the lines of code will be executed like this. So this data table object, it contains, so this is the data table object. It holds all the data. So it holds all this particular step data like this. And next step is, so here it is showing some error. Just keep the mouse over. Add throws declaration. So throws interruption exception. This line got added. And the next one is create skills record. When the application is having multiple records. So here create skills record is having multiple records. So let me go to when a particular step is having multiple records, the syntax part we have to write like this. So let me copy. Control C, Control V. So like this we have to write. Okay. We have to write like this. So data table object dot cells of, okay, and skills data dot size of. So first of all, skills data dot get of I comma 0. So I is equal to 0. So 0 comma 0 during the first iteration, I value is 0 and I value is 0. So 0 comma 0 and 0 comma 1. So that means during the first iteration, these are the input values. Data table 0 comma 0 means this one, 0 comma 1 means this one. Okay. And during the second iteration, I value is, the last I value is 0, and I plus plus means I value will be increased by 1. So that means I value will become 0 to 1. So this time 1 comma 0. 1 comma 0. And here I is 1. So 1 comma 1 means 1 comma 0 and 1 comma 1 means 1 comma 0 and 1 comma 1 means second set. So this is 1 comma 0 and this is 1 comma 1. So second set of input values. During the third iteration, okay, so I value is 1, right? So 1 less than 3. So here the condition is satisfied. And again I plus plus. The last I value is 1 and 2 less than 3. Condition satisfied. And this time 2 comma 0 and 2 comma 1. So that means 2 comma 0 means this is the value and 2 comma 1 means this is the value. Okay. And the next iteration I plus plus, I value is 2 and I value will be increased by 1. So 3 less than 3. So the condition here 3 less than 3. So the condition will be failed and it will be exited from the for loop. Okay. So that means the for loop got iterated how many times? 3 times. Here it contains 3 sets of input data. So when it is I is equal to 0, so during the first iteration I value is 0. So the next condition 0 less than 3 and 0 comma 0. So the first value is 0 comma 0 like that. And during the second iteration I plus plus, I value will be increased by 1. So 1 less than 3, condition satisfied, and it will come to here 1 comma 0 and 1 comma 1. So second set of input values got fetched. And again I plus plus. So I value is 2, 2 less than 3. So 2 less than 3 condition satisfied, and 2 comma 0 and 2 comma 1. So 2 comma 0, 2 comma 1 means this is the one, 2 comma 0 and 2 comma 1 means like this. So second row 0th column, second row first column. So like that, my iteration got executed in the for loop. So why we are writing for loop means we have to iterate all these steps in the feature file. Whenever a particular step is having multiple records, and if it is a data tables concept, we have to copy this entire syntax. Okay. So now let me copy TC01 skills. Okay, TC01 skills. So let me copy all these set of driver commands. So I'm copying all the set of driver commands. And I have to use these local variable names in my send keys. So skill name, okay, I'm using the same one. And skill description, this is the like local variable value we have entered here. So that means this for loop is will be executed. So all these set of driver commands navigated to admin qualification, skills and add button. So during the first iteration, 0, comma 0 and 0, comma 1 value will be entered. During the first iteration, second set of input values will be entered. And during the third iteration, so that means, so three iterations got executed. And let's see the program now. Okay, I'm saving this program. So let me run this runner class file and we will see. So this is my Cucumber runner test.java class file, run as test-ng test. So it's navigated and it's going to click on admin qualification skills, add button, second iteration. And admin qualification skills. How many are there? How many iterations got executed? So I think these three records, so skills 400, skills 410. So all the three iterations got executed. 1 second, let me show these records. See, skills 400, 1 second. Admin qualification skills. What is the records that we have mentioned? Sales 400, sales 410 and sales 420. Admin qualification skills. Sales 400. Okay, let me rerun the program one more time. So sales 500, 510 and sales 520. Okay, I'm saving this program and go to step definition.java class file. After clicking on save button, okay, just give 5 seconds execution pause. So what I'm writing is thread.sleep. So the execution will be paused for 5 milliseconds because by that time the new record can be created. So thread.sleep I mentioned and I'm saving. So let's run this program. After clicking on save, the execution will be paused for 5 seconds. So run as test-ng test. So sales 500 record got created and second iteration sales 510 record got created and third iteration sales 520 record got created successfully. So if you can see all the records, sales 500, 510. So all the records got created successfully. So like that, the particular step got iterated and executed these many times. Okay. So now let's do the same exercise for jobs as well. Okay. So I want to do same exercise for jobs as well. So what I'm doing is I'm copying and I'm pasting TC01 jobs. So I'm creating a feature file. Okay, right. So let me copy all these steps, Control A, Control C, and let me come back to here, Control A, Control V. So all the steps I have done. So let me save this program and go to my runner class file, TC01 underscore jobs. Okay, one second. So this is the feature file I want to generate methods, Control C. Go to my runner class file. Okay, done. I'm saving this program and let me run my runner class file. Run as test engine test. So this time my program is generated. Let me see what are the methods got generated. So this is the one. Okay, create job record. So let me copy this one. Control C and let me go to my runner class file. The runner class file. I think it's got stuck. Just a minute, guys. Okay. So I'm pasting here that method. Okay. So I want to write set of driver commands. So let me copy the set the same lines of code. So this particular step, create job record having multiple records. So when there are multiple records, how to write the syntax part we already know. Control C. And I'm coming back to down. And here what I'm doing is I'm pasting this line of code. Control V. So now let me change the, so here I'm going to change jobs data. Jobs data dot size of. Here also I need to change jobs data. And here also I need to change jobs data. And the first one is I want to give job title. So in the feature file, the first value is job title. And next one is job description. And next one is job note. So so this is the 0th column, and this is the first column, and this is the second column. So when I is equal to 0, 0, comma 0, 0, comma 1, and 0, comma 2. So if you'll see here in the feature file, this first one is 0, comma 0, and this is 0, comma 1, and this is 0, comma 2. So there are three columns. That's why I had given 0, comma 1, 0, comma. So in the step definition dot Java class file, I have written like this. So 0, comma, first one is 0, comma 0, second one is 0, comma 1, and 0, comma 2. So when I is equal to 0 like this, when I plus plus 1, comma 0, 1, comma 1, 1, comma 2. When I is equal to 2, comma 0, 2, comma 1, and 2, comma 2. Okay. When 3 less than 3, condition will be failed. So now let me copy all the set of driver commands of jobs here. Okay, let's save this program. We already written set of driver commands for jobs. So So job title, job description, name. So just remember one point in data tables concept. After you have to write thread dot slip, must have to write thread dot slip because each iteration it is starting immediately without saving the records. So the execution will be paused for 5 seconds. Here. So the immediate after clicking on save, it has to after completion thread dot slip. And let me save this program. Okay, is there any others? Okay, thread dot slip it is showing throw interrupted exception, it will ask you. Right. So it's got added already. Okay. So now let me run my runner class file. This time I want to execute file. So this time my jobs record will be executed. Okay, let me run this program. Run as test engine test. Okay. So this time jobs record will be the particular step can be executed 3 times. So admin job titles, add button, job title, sales one, and second iteration after 5 seconds it will be started. So it's click on save after 5 seconds, 5 milliseconds. So saves 3 record got created. So that's it on data tables. Okay. So that's it on the data table. Okay, let me share this project as well. Guys, yesterday I had given already 408, 409 project. Okay, let me give you a new project. So I'm going to rename this project folder 408, not 408, 410. So I'm changing the project folder. If I'm changing the project folder here in the pom.xml also, I have to change the required changes. So I'm opening with the notepad. So instead of 408, I have to change it group ID 410 and artifact ID 410 and project name also 410. That's it. And I'm saving my pom.xml. So that is the change. So that your project will be imported successfully. So let me share this project folder.